our entire campaign. I'm running for county commissioner in Oklahoma County District 1 in order to save lives in Oklahoma County. I have worked as a civil and human rights advocate in Oklahoma County for nearly 2 decades. 15 years of that work has involved me entering into that Oklahoma County jail, which is deemed unconstitutional by the federal government. And unfortunately, the mortality rates have always been high, but since 2020 alone, we've seen an alarming increase in the mortality rates where 54 individuals have perished 2020 alone, since 2020 alone. Okay, guys, and the mass majority of those deaths were preventable, right? And we are seeing no reform, we are seeing no transparency, no accountability, and literally the next death at the facility is statistically predictable. And so in order to save lives, we need to send someone up there that is not going to be a yes man, that is going to hold folks accountable. And the other piece of saving lives is I worked with the DOJ over the last 2 years on their investigation into the state of Oklahoma, Oklahoma County, the Department of Mental Health, Oklahoma City, and the Oklahoma City Police Department for a systemic pattern of violating Title II of the American with Disabilities Act, where we are systematically failing to provide individuals with behavioral health issues help up front through community-based mental health care, drug and alcohol treatment facilities, to be proactive and preventative. And then what we end up doing is allowing the crisis to get so bad where we then pipeline them into institutions, whether they're psychiatric facilities and county jails and Department of Corrections. And it is immoral, it is unethical, it is literally financially costly, and it is unconstitutional. So we need to reform that model. And part of my platform is, and something I've been advocating for 7 years at the county commission and the jail trust, is we need to radically reduce the county jail's population, right?
Yes.
An unconstitutional county jail that has become notorious for being the deadliest jail in America has no business in these conditions pipelining in mass numbers nonviolent indigent offenders, right? Because if they weren't poor, they weren't going to be sitting there, right? It's a debtor's jail, right? If they were rich, regardless of the types of crimes they committed, they would be able to post bail, walk out, go back to court until they're convicted or found to be innocent, right? Found to be not guilty, not innocent. So it's a jail and a facility where we are pipelining poor people, and nonviolent folk don't need to be there. And so my solutions have been ending cash bail for nonviolent indigent offenders, and Senate Bill 252 in 2019 would have achieved that across the state and would have radically reduced the